There are three specific ages in a woman's life when her desire for a romantic partnership tends to become especially strong. These stages are not driven by chance alone but are influenced by a combination of psychological and biological factors. And if you are a man who doesn't understand these windows, you will keep misreading women your entire life. Many men think that a woman's desire for companionship remains relatively stable throughout her life. However, research found otherwise. Studies conducted by developmental psychologists at the University of Chicago examined how women's relationship priorities change across different age groups. Their findings revealed a pattern that is rarely discussed openly. Rather than remaining constant, a woman's desire for a committed relationship tends to intensify during three distinct periods of life. Even more interesting, the reasons behind this desire vary significantly from one stage to another. The researchers discovered that each of these relationship windows is unique, with different emotional needs, goals, and expectations shaping what women seek in a partner. The first window occurs between the ages of 18 and 22. This is a period of discovery and exploration. During these years, the brain's prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for long-term planning and decision-making, is still maturing. As a result, many young women focus primarily on the present moment. They seek adventure, romance, and new experiences rather than thinking extensively about the distant future. At this stage, the goal is often not to find a lifelong partner but to enjoy life and learn through experience. The people they are attracted to are often those who bring excitement, spontaneity, and energy into their lives. The second window generally falls between the ages of 25 and 30. During this period, priorities often begin to change. Friends may be getting married, starting families, or settling into long-term relationships. At the same time, biological and hormonal changes can create a growing awareness of the future. Studies on relationship formation found that women in this age range often become more attentive to qualities associated with long-term relationships. Instead of focusing mainly on excitement, they may place greater value on stability, reliability, character, and the potential for building a future together. This helps explain why the same woman who was attracted to adventure and unpredictability at 21 might be looking for very different qualities by 28. What appears to some men as a sudden shift in standards is often the result of changing life priorities and circumstances. The third window occurs between the ages of 38 and 45. This phase is frequently misunderstood. By this point, many women have accumulated significant life experience. They may have achieved personal goals, experienced meaningful relationships, and faced both successes and disappointments. As a result, their priorities can become much clearer. Rather than seeking someone who merely impresses them, they often value emotional security and authenticity. They may be drawn to partners who are dependable, emotionally available, and genuine. Psychologists sometimes describe this as an authenticity shift, a stage in which superficial qualities become less important and deeper emotional connection takes center stage. The key lesson is that people often want different things at different stages of life. When someone misunderstands these changing priorities, they may assume a woman's behavior is confusing or personal. In reality, her needs and expectations may simply reflect the stage of life she is currently experiencing. A difficult truth is that a woman who feels strongly connected to someone during one phase of her life may later move beyond those same desires, not necessarily because anyone did something wrong, but because her priorities have evolved. Those who understand this are less likely to be surprised by changes in relationships because they focus on genuine compatibility rather than timing alone. Ultimately, the most important question is not, what does she want, but rather, what stage of life is she currently navigating?